What it do, YouTube, and welcome to Black Cinema Central, where we talk about classic black films and why they're dope. I'm the Naomi Williams, and today I'm using my karaoke mic. Yes, I am. So yeah, today, my lovely people, it's a showdown. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? It's a showdown. Today is some real shit. Menace to Society versus Boys in the Hood. Hood movies, classics. I know everybody has opinions. I want to know all of them. Leave them in the comments below because we need to talk about this shit. We gonna talk about Menace to Society first. After growing up around drug dealers, drug addicts, and violence in South Central LA, the now 18-year-old Kane Lawson, played by Tyron Turner, is caught up in the lifestyle, resulting in him contemplating whether or not he truly cares about his life. Everyone around him, including his wild-ass friend O-Dog, played by Lorenz Tate, is content with their lives of crime and violence. With the help of a caring teacher, the teacher's son, Sharif, who's found solace in practicing Islam, and love interest, Ronnie, played by Jada Pinkett Smith, Kane plans to leave the city for good. But in a series of tragic events, Kane realizes a little too late that escaping this lifestyle may not be as simple as he had hoped. The main reason why I like Menace to Society is the same thing that discerns it from Boyz in the Hood: its nihilistic approach. The definition of nihilism, for y'all who don't know, is 1, the noun, the rejection of all religious and moral principles in the belief that life is meaningless. 2, the philosophy, extreme skepticism maintaining that nothing in the world has a real existence. And 3, historical, the doctrine of an extreme Russian Revolutionary Party created in 1900 which found nothing to approve of in the established social order. I know for many black people, the idea of black youth having a nihilistic approach is troubling because it inevitably reinforces ideals embedded in this country via slavery and Jim Crow that black people, especially in low-income communities and their lives, are dispensable. And that irony is haunting, that you can care so little for someone who looks just like you, which then reflects on how one values their own life. This lack of sympathy and empathy is the main thing that discerns Menace to Society from Boyz in the Hood. And also, not really knowing what Kane and O-Dog's true intentions are. So you know why Doughboy went to find the dudes that killed his brother. He watched his brother, who literally was about to go to USC on a whole scholarship, bleed out on his mother's couch in front of his child and baby mother after being shot. The emotional response to that trauma is, I'm about to ride around LA until I find these niggas that got my brother, and then I'ma get them. Period. That I fully understand. And Trey, who grew up with Doughboy and Ricky, understood that as well. Trey is so tapped into empathy that he's ready to ride out with Doughboy on these niggas that shot Ricky. Until, we get to a point in the car where Trey is like, okay, never mind, I can't do this. And he gets out. And, motivation and intention is clear, right? But in Menace to Society, O-Dog's character's motivations are as clear as a character's motivations in Grand Theft Auto. Even when Kane and O-Dog and that dude with the Jerry curl decide to go after the dude that ran down on Kane and his cousin, it's sometime later, and O-Dog doesn't give a fuck about who gets caught in the crossfire. Then afterward, Kane realizes killing is whatever. He's numb. It doesn't affect him. He's not even thinking about his damn cousin anymore. They treat running down on these niggas like it's on a to-do list. Hey, Kane, you showed all right, cool. Remember, we gotta go run down on that nigga that shot you? Yeah, so we in the car. But I think it's very important to talk about this nihilistic approach to life because it is real. And it does result in people, especially young people, making tragic decisions they don't even regret until it's too late. And when you live in a situation in which not only the government and people that are supposedly there to protect and serve you don't care about your life, but people who look like you, who live on your block, don't care about your life. And it gets to a point to where it's like, do I care about my life? And when you don't have something like spirituality, religion, a solid support system, bringing you out of that dark mental state, you stay there. And that is an after effect. That is a result of not really having a solid support system or, God in your life. You don't listen to grandma and grandpa. Sometimes older people can beat you upside the head with the Bible, and what they're really trying to do is show you a way to lift yourself up out of those dark moments. But because they're beating you upside the head with the Bible, it's like, I don't want to do that, grandpa. Needless to say, Cain didn't end up going to church. That nigga ended up dying at the end. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. So I do really appreciate that nihilistic approach that Menace II Society has. It's hard to carry after you watch it. That's not something you could just be like, I feel like watching Menace II Society today. That shit is heavy. And then there's Boyz n the Hood. So let's talk about Boyz n the Hood and why it's dope. Trey, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., is sent to live with his father, Furious Styles, played by Lawrence Fishburne, in South Central LA. And although his hard-nosed father instills all these values and respect in him, Trey's friends, Doughboy, played by Ice Cube, and Ricky, played by Morris Chestnut, don't have the same kind of support and are drawn into neighborhoods, drug and gang culture. Ricky doesn't really get drawn into it. He's more of a casualty. But Doughboy, he out here slinging crack and all that shit. So he in the streets. But the results of being in this lifestyle are tragic per usual. This movie is dope because, one, the types of parents that exist in this movie show a spectrum of household realities for Black youth. You do have Black parents who have degrees and own businesses living in the hood. You do have Black boys who know and respect their fathers. And these families exist adjacent to the ratchet ass mamas and cracked out parents that live in the neighborhood. People often try to simplify the communities that exist in the hoods across this country, and environments like that are never simple. We see the youth operating on a spectrum. This spectrum does exist to a certain extent in Menace II Society. You have Jada Pinkett Smith's character. We have the Black Muslim character and his dad that are trying to reach out to Cain and O-Dog. But the way in which the main characters are developed makes it hard to sympathize with them. And I love how you could sympathize with the main characters in Boyz n the Hood to the point where you fully understood why they were making the decisions they were making. Whereas in Menace II Society, you feel like, damn, these niggas are a menace to society. Please get O-Dog off the street. He is a full-on GTA character. You need to put him in the TV. He needs to go. Overall, I feel like Menace II Society is more of a horror story because of that nihilistic approach. When you see a character that is so far disconnected from life and reality, you literally assume, oh, this is a psychopath. This person this person doesn't care. This person is literally operating like a video game character. This is a little wild. No, not everybody, is like that. Not everybody in the hood is a fucking psychopath, duh. But there are some psychopaths out there in every socioeconomic rank and status. O-Dog is fucking out of it. Boyz n the Hood is more of an intense drama. It's a hood story. It's a drama hood story. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. Do you prefer Menace II Society? Do you prefer Boyz n the Hood? Let me know. Do you like O-Dog's character? Some niggas is actually out here wilding. When old niggas be like, these young niggas are tripping. These young niggas are tripping. These young niggas are tripping out here, man. These young niggas wild. These young niggas. They talk about the O-Dogs. The O-Dogs out here fucking wilding. Of course they are. They're psychopaths. Duh. Boyz n the Hood is better. I believe Boyz n the Hood is better. Tell me which one you prefer. And also, what are your opinions on my obnoxious karaoke mode? Do you like it, te gusta? Do you like seeing my face in videos? It might not happen again. I don't know. Pero sí. Alright. Bye.